Hey everybody, welcome to Electrofans Listening Lounge. This is now session number 4. It's been a minute. We're back. Basically, what this is a very straightforward thing. Basically, we're going to drop a few tracks and then we're going to get feedback afterwards from our expert panelists. And we have here today Anthony Huttley, who is an awesome progressive house, deep progressive house DJ producer, originally from Australia, now based in Japan. And myself, I'm Kevin Pajak. I'm the head of Electrofans. So basically, we've got about 4 tracks, and we're going to just spin these and get feedback afterwards. So let's actually go ahead and jump straight in. And you see that there, Anthony?
Yes. Yep. Got
Okay.
it.
So first one we have is suggestion from Robert Turner, editor, who may be joining us shortly. I'm not sure, but this is, I'd say, kind of everybody's favorite Marie Vaunt. He's an awesome techno DJ and producer based out of LA. And this is one of her newest tracks. She's only came out a couple weeks ago, "Burning Inside," which was released a few weeks ago, I think, on Monstercat. So let's give this a roll.
Lost in the shadow, fading out with the tide. Heartbeat steady and I'm burning inside. Underneath the strobe lights, I feel the weight. Haunting whispers, they're sealing my fate. Lost in the shadow, fading out with the tide. Heartbeat steady and I'm burning inside. Underneath the strobe lights, I feel the weight. Haunting whispers, they're sealing my fate.
All right, that was Marie Vaunt, "Burning Inside." Just came out on Monstercat. So, Anthony, what'd you think of that one?
I didn't know Monstercat did techno, but that's crazy. Awesome tune. Well wicked. That's
Yeah,
yeah, huge tune. Like really tight bass line. Like it's got like a kind of
yeah.
psytrance bass line going on. Like I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm pretty sure there's like a subgenre of techno. I forget the name of it, but that's what it is. But cool
Peak
tune.
time driving, I think.
Peak time, yeah, it's something. But yeah, like yeah, I dig it. I dig that really fat bass, like that really psytrancey bass line. And then yeah, obviously everything's really like just tight tune, really nice.
Yeah, it is really. She's great. I mean,
Yep,
there's a reason why Marie is so popular, I think, because
yep,
like
yep.
she's just got it. Like I've seen some of her videos where she plays with some like effects, old school like MXR, like forget which one it was, but like distortions, like fuzz face, like distortion through techno. I'm like, man, that's kick ass. And she has a knack and really good field. Yeah, that one is really punch to the face, really nice driving beat. And I
I
hear on
like it.
the tech trance thing, I actually did a post recently about this British guy called Ali Freak,
Hmm.
um, who, and I kind of, after I was watching and listening to some of his stuff, I was kind of thinking, maybe a lot of trance, techno came about from trance, originally, and the whole tech trance thing.
Right.
Uh, well, Robert, oh, it says joining. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have Robert Turner
Hey,
coming on in, and he's the guy that actually suggested this track, which is great. It says he's still joining, so
right.
um, but yeah, okay, well, not sure what's going on, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and see what we have next. So next we
Okay.
have, let's see, here comes Robert. Let's see, get this queued up. Robert, are you there? It reminds me of like the episode where Star Trek where Captain Kirk is like lost, but he's fading in.
Uh, I don't know. I don't
We
know
have
Star Trek. I'm like
reception.
you've lost me. I was like I'm not familiar with Star Trek at all. All I
Oh,
know
that's
is
the
like
old
that.
one, yeah. Where he's like in transit and they finally succeed in pulling him in from, over the whatever that thing's doing a really bad job of
Talk
explaining.
to me about
Robert,
Star Wars any day. Like
Yes,
I'm all
hello.
about Star
Hi.
Wars.
Robert, thanks for joining us. Sorry,
Hey,
you just
You're
missed
welcome.
Marie Vaunt. Yeah, we just spun that Marie Vaunt track, but it's okay, Burning Inside. But
That's
yeah,
fine.
thanks for joining us. Yeah,
You're
thanks a
welcome.
lot.
Hey Robert, I'm Anthony.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you too.
Anthony Robert is our absolute kick-ass all-star editor based out of Arizona. He's written for years now all kinds of great posts about BT, Hidden Tigress, trance, game soundtracks.
And
Just
recently,
as
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. So that's yeah. I know T
BT.
Lopes
I
many
love
years ago,
BT.
and Yuzo Koshiro from his background working stuff for years. So to see them working together, it's like, oh, that's like a game of the decade, really, because those
Mm,
two working together, that's a dream project right there. Because that doesn't
right.
happen very often.
yeah, I mean,
Did you say BT?
Well,
I love.
well, Brian Transel's worked on stuff too with video games. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
the recent Mafia game.
Yeah.
The opening cinematic song, that's
Did,
his.
didn't know
So
that.
he's
Yeah,
actually been
I've
working on
actually
more stuff lately.
yeah, I haven't never played that game, so I wouldn't know. But like, yeah, BT is one of my main influences. Like he got me started in electronic music like 20 years ago. Like I love BT. Nothing but respect for that guy.
I've heard he's trying to get the rights back to remaster all his old stuff, like back to Ima, back to the
Oh,
beginning,
right,
and
right.
and and release it on vinyl because it's
Ooh,
always been kept up because of Warner Brothers and
yep,
licensing and everything has
yep.
been in limbo. So fingers crossed, we might hear
Sign
something
me up.
soon.
Sign me up.
Yeah. So I'll announce something soon. I'm pretty
I'm gonna
sure.
start
It's
saving.
yeah,
That's gonna be expensive.
yeah,
wow.
because I don't know if he released it independently or through Anjuna, because I know him and uh different labels have been working for decades together. So it's possible because all the
Mm,
songs are across 10 different labels he's worked with over the decades. So it's
yeah.
possible it might be that the limitation is he might be able to release it this way independently, like Bandcamp or through his own website
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
through exclusivity. So who
Yeah.
knows?
depending on
There's
his
no telling.
contracts.
Exciting
Yeah.
times. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing more of it.
Yeah.
That's great.
But all right, guys, we're moving straight on ahead here, though. Again, sorry
Let's
to
do it.
interrupt, but like, let's do track number two.
Okay.
This is a track that was sent to us recently from actually from Armada Music, from one of their
Oh,
promotion companies that they were working with, PR companies, Steve Aoki and Gabry Ponte, Stewpid. So let's give this one a roll here.
I feel stupid with you on my mind, with you on my mind. If you'd only think of me, I'd be happy all the time. Am I crashing or am I really fine? Am I really fine? Who the fuck knows? I am happy then I'm crying. Oh, you are my referee. Do you ever think of me? Yeah, making you my enemy. 'Cause you're always on my mind. Do you ever think about me when you close your eyes? Never thought that I could be so blind, but I can't help but fantasize. With you on my mind, with you on my mind. And if you'd only think of me, I'd be happy all the time. Am I crashing or am I really fine? Am I really fine? Who the fuck knows? I am happy then I'm crying. I am happy then I'm crying.
I love this already.
I am happy then I'm crying. Oh, you are my referee. Do you ever think of me? Yeah, making you my enemy. 'Cause you're always on my mind. Do you ever think about me when you close your eyes? Never thought that I could be so blind, but I can't help but fantasize. I am happy then I'm crying.
Oh, that's cute, but also
All right.
heartbreaking at the same time. There's a little
Yeah.
story there. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, let me read to you guys the release
Sure.
notes too on that. So, channeling festival season energy 365 days a year, Stewpid, Stewpid, is an upbeat dance floor anthem that thrives on party adrenaline and zero self-consciousness.
Hmm.
Luscious dance pop vocals leave a lasting impression with smooth breakbeats, nodding to a warm glow of nostalgia, and a four to the floor rhythm that is irresistibly uplifting. Say that fits. Yeah.
It's happy hardcore brought back in a different spirit, but
Happy
Really
the
upbeat, isn't
animation.
hardcore.
it? You're right.
I like that, man. I like it.
Well,
I
I
thought
remember
you'd
that.
like it, Robert. Yeah.
Yeah, that term I remember is because back when Wipeout came out on the PlayStation 1 and Saturn, that type of style was back when Tiesto and everyone else was starting out. It's like that long ago. So it's coming back, which is great because
Yeah, yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I love that. And the animation for that video is cute, but it also tells a story. It's like it's emotional, happy, and then the sadness is when you see the ice cream cone fall,
Hmm.
that tells you there are no more. So it's like, oh,
Mm.
is she gone? Did she leave? She fly away? Who knows? It just leaves you, wondering. What if?
Wow. I didn't even think of that. I was so focused on the cute characters and the giant ice cream cone itself in
Oh,
in
speaking
the
of that,
video.
to go back to that, the
Uh-huh.
animation part.
Yeah, it's
For
great, isn't
example,
it?
Zed, for example, with Telos last year, that whole entire album. There's a series called Dragon Ball Daima that came out before the original animator and artist passed away, Akira Toriyama. And before he passed, he sought him out to work on the album years ago. And that whole entire album is actually the music that's within that series and Telos is like the side B of that, and side A is in Japanese, side B is his interpretation. So
Wow.
in case Steve Aoki finds another way to have a different language for his songs, you never know. There could be a different interpretation in Japanese or any other type of background too, because we all speak different languages. So who knows? It could
Mm.
come.
Yeah, and there was a music video sent to us some time ago too from, again, no less from Porter Robinson. It had like a kind of a thing like with the big heads and cartoony, kind of an
Mhm.
anime manga. I was going to say too, man, tonight's show, Listening Lounge, has got a decidedly Japanese vibe
Okay.
to it. Like, Anthony lives in Japan, and
Oh, that's cool.
Marie
What part?
Vaunt is originally from Japan, and she's in
Nagano in
LA.
the middle, right in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
I have some.
nice.
You probably know Connor Dog. He's a voice actor, and I know his friends that have Trash Taste, and they love electronic music as well. So I've helped them find some cool stuff. So shout out to them.
Wow. Robert is the freaking OST like gamer music guy, I think, bar none. Yeah, so yeah, I think you're right, Robert. There's a lot of electronica, like the Vocaloid kind of thing. That band called She. I
Hmm,
knew about.
yes.
I think it's one artist, a guy. I think years ago. But I think you're right. That whole early 2000s stuff, late 90s stuff, in a lot of ways is becoming more popular. The tech trancing. I was just telling Anthony, I feel like I found this guy Ali Freak recently from Akiko Iwahara, Japanese DJ. She kind of turned me on to that from one of her
Oh, nice.
sets, and I kind of started like, wow, I wonder if actually the actual origins of techno aren't like rave, like this
Hmm.
big room kind of trance stuff from the early 2000s, and so
Oh, actually, it goes further back. When I did my homework for Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Yuzo Koshiro was one of the mainstays back in the 80s and 90s doing his homework on music, and it goes farther back than we know. It goes like back to the mid 70s and 80s. So all the
techno,
different stuff we grew up with now
yeah,
was way back when, and now it's inspiring over and over again. So anything
yeah,
that's, yeah, it's what
can
goes around
believe it.
comes back around again. So
Sure,
that's what
can
I learned
believe it.
doing my homework
Yeah,
on that. I was like, whoa, I get. And I wrote in my article for the game review soundtrack for it. I'm like, whoa, this goes like decades and decades. Doing my homework, listening to different samples, like,
Mm.
wait, this stuff came out. And I'm sure you're familiar with the different ones too from back in the day. So uh, there's so many.
yeah. Of course, nowadays too. I mean, of course, samplers I think really started coming out in the 80s, but nowadays with AI and everything else, it's hard to know like
Right.
what is really what. But yeah, so flying straight ahead to track number three. This one is kind of departure. I think really kind of a chilled out kind of offering here, and I think I just got this today.
Oh,
Isla from an artist called Re-flection, I believe, on Elevated State Recordings. Let's give this one a drop here.
this sounds really like BT's early days. What the heck? Interesting. Anthony, I think you're onto something.
How about that? What
Nice.
do you
Sounds
guys think?
good. I like the atmosphere and the type of the breeze. Like it brings you something peaceful, majestic. It's not
Hmm.
busy. It's just there's different things going on, but it feels like you're someplace scenic and it has like that kind of chill vibe. And we need all
Yeah.
that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot different than the techie trance kind of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
Balearic. That's the term I just remembered.
Yeah, I think it is got a Balearic vibe to it, and I think for sure, yeah, and chill. Yeah, Anthony, what'd you think?
It took me back to our conversation we had before Robert arrived about how or before we started recording about how not overthinking stuff too much. Like
Okay.
there's not a lot that's crazy like complicated about it, but it like everything's stuck together and it works well. So
Yeah, it does have a nice simplicity to it, I think, doesn't it?
simplicity is the word I was going for. Yeah, thanks. But like yeah, like it's a nice tune for what it is. It's great. So
It's funny, speaking of bass, Anthony, like you mentioned, I think in the last track, man, that bass to me was real. Like I'm thinking, like from an art point of view, like in painting, like really accentuated the way it was with the really chill, boom, boom, really
yeah,
punched through there, didn't it? I kind of really dug that bass there, yeah, with the
they
chill
say
foreground.
it's not the notes that matter, it's the space between the notes.
Yeah, that bass really did like maybe the white space, and then those
Mm,
three, those three layers. How they,
yeah,
I was just thinking as we were winding up that one. I'm like, man, I'm definitely going to be have to be dropping that one in the next Soundscapes Electrofans
yeah, yeah,
podcast to the next guest. That's going to have to,
yeah,
yeah. Sometimes things just fall together. I think we just got that one in inbox. I think that just flew in maybe today. And okay,
yeah.
let's
Oh,
give this
nice.
one a
And it's
drop.
not
And
overly complicated. But it just
yeah.
works. It works really well together. So,
Yeah, and I think it has some innovation, which,
mm,
I think is one of the earmarks that I always look for with stuff through to promote through Electrofans. But I think,
yeah,
the combination of that juxtaposition of that bass, punchy bass with that chill foreground. And Robert's right, it totally has like a ocean waves,
hmm,
sandy vibe, beach vibe to it.
yeah, yeah.
I think,
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, okay, so this next one is gonna be, I don't know. Got to see what you guys think of this one. This is kind of something really kind of different. So this is a track called Lipper, an original track from one of our uh, Electrofans VIP family members, Tobias Zaldua. He's a singer-songwriter
Hmm.
originally from Portugal, out of London. So I'll just go ahead and let the music speak here. So this is Tobias Zaldua and Lipper, his own original track.
Did I leave the dream cupboard open? Did someone help themselves to my things? Items I've been collecting, ideas, hopes, dreams, vague thoughts, foolish musings, odd memories, obscure, charming. But today I saw the cupboard was open, with things inside that I didn't recognize. Someone else's clothing hanging on the rail, and everything in a slightly different place, like recognizing your enemy in a friend's face. Many years ago, when the sun was higher, skies were bluer, and we never grew tired. Many years ago, when the sun was higher, saw a slow train moving through the silver birch trees. We live so close to the city, and the sea a possibility. And somewhere on the shoreline where the tracks disappear, and I wonder what happened here. Do they continue under the water? And is water really my friend? So set sail or swim, cause you need to start somewhere. Begin the adventure, float, drift and dream. Keep your feet on the shore and your mind in the sea. Build a future for you and me. Create ideas and leave them behind. Become a lost treasure for pirates to find. Keep your thoughts fluid lest they solidify and die. If you drift with the tide, will you ever reach the sky? On the sea, a possibility. By the sea, there's a forest where all things began. Where wolves are howling at the moon and the return of man. They curse the cities from behind these dark trees, and they dream of a future without you and me.
That was
White
unexpected.
noise in his headphones help him to sleep. The sound of the sea, waves breaking on a beach. But what is on the edge of this picture as he sleeps? The day's torments and traumas crawl along the frame and call him by his name. He turns on his right side, and a small headphone is pushed deeper into his right ear. The cushion is soft, the pillow is softer, the bed so hard on his side, like he's fallen on wet sand. Why is the mattress always softer on the other side of the bed? The sound of infinity crashes against his head.
It's fascinating.
I love that.
Did David Bowie come back in a different
Oops.
Like
What's the, oh,
the,
David Bowie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
I got real
original
Faithless
stuff.
vibes from that one.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay.
that like took me back to like something like, you know, Maxi Jazz would do, like, you know. So that's cool. Real cool. So many nuances in that. Like the
Yeah.
EQ was off the charts on that one. Like this, like as a progressive house producer, that it's kind of surprising to me that that was my favorite of the lot that we've listened to today.
Really?
But I
That's
loved it.
interesting.
I thought it was
Tobias will
great.
love that.
That was
Yeah.
great. That was real cool. Cool
Or
tune.
better.
Like
It's
everything going
original.
on. Like there's so many like in the beat there was just like lots of little like pitch shifting in the snare, and
Hmm.
there's like lots of little things going on and changing and stuff, and
And don't forget
oh
the
man,
quiet. It was like there was nothing. It stopped, and then
yeah,
it breathes.
and then back exactly, yeah, that too. It was brilliant, amazing tune,
Yeah.
well
I was
done,
gonna say the sonic texturing, I know, is really
bravo,
the sound engineering is he really
yeah,
put a lot into that, I think. Yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. The beauty is in the details in that one for sure, but like the whole thing's like really well put together. Like I can't fault that tune at all.
Yeah,
Like
the
great,
sound texturing and also kind of like the songwriting too, like the
yep,
builds of the, the
yep,
ebbs and flows of the song itself. I felt like,
yep,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The little like the you know the backing vocals, the group vocals that came in, like they did the layered vocals is what I meant to say. Yeah,
Okay.
everything about that tune is great. I love it. And like I gotta say, it caught me off guard at the start. Like I wasn't really sure what to expect, and then
Hmm.
the break came in, and I was like, ah, that was unexpected. And then from then it just went up. Like it's like great.
That's a great word, Anthony. Yeah, I think, and I have a feeling, I'm sure that Tobias will love that too. Like we had said this of his work, like the unexpected. Yeah, the whole thing, I think from start to finish, isn't it? It's kind of
Super
like
entertaining tune. Really
waves.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
real
It told the
cool. Real
story
cool
too.
tune.
Or a better example would be like Van Morrison with the Doors, because it has an A, B, and C part. There's the
Mm,
harmony, the opening, and everything he's telling has an element and a part to it, and it comes back to something he said at the beginning. So it's kind of like a therapist telling you, explaining what the thought process is, and coming back to the beginning, and then that's where it ends. So you kind of come back full circle.
See, I'm not a lyrics guy at all. Like I didn't hear what he was talking about, but I was just listening to the vibes and everything going on in the background. That's what had me. I was like, this is cool.
I like all that. Yeah, he's very like imagery, I think, focused, Tobias. He's got a lot of work with films sorry, I think I told him that before. He's like, no, not actually films, with documentaries. But I told him I could really see, can't you guys really see his work being used for, I think he has done a lot of composed, I guess, background music for documentaries, but I could really see him. It's very, very artsy, and I could totally see his music being used as like a film soundtrack. I mean, I told him before, I think but documentaries to me, it's kind of, they're like cousins maybe. That's not quite the same, but
I hope he doesn't have to work a day job. Like I hope he can do that because he's really good at it. I hope that's his full-time thing because like he's at that level.
oh yeah, definitely tell him, and I'm sure he's gonna like that. We said that. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, I know you said you got to run. I don't mean to hold you up,
Yeah,
but
I gotta bounce.
no problem. We have one more, but that was Robert's pick. We can kind of just do that, cover the two of us. No worries. But thanks a lot for
Excellent. Yeah.
joining us,
Thanks for
Anthony.
having me.
Feedback.
Nice meeting you, Anthony.
Yeah,
Have a
likewise.
good
And
one.
all right, how do I leave? Oh yeah, there it is.
And
The
check
buttons.
the Anthony Huttley Electrofans DJ mix, folks. Everybody gotta check that out. It's very,
Yeah, check
just
it out.
follow socials and the website.
Solid
Anthony
grooves
Huttley
in that
mix.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. Cheers.
Good
Have
night,
a great day now.
Bye-bye.
There. Okay, take
Yeah.
care. Okay, Robert. So let's dive into. I dug up a couple of the tracks that you had kind of suggested, and again, as you've established, I know. Big,
I'll tell you a little story about how I found this one by accident.
Sure.
Just
Okay.
through Twitter,
Okay.
and I was just checking some stuff out, and it said, "Oh, you might want to." It has like one of those random tweets that pops up, and then the song plays.
Mhm.
I'm like, "What is this from?" It's not from
Okay.
any title or animation. It's just a compilation of ideas.
Okay.
Because this person's like, I think they
Hmm.
have a friend who's an animator, and they synced up their song to it, so it has like a mashup of two different ideas where it's their friend's animation as a concept and their sound
Hmm.
put together. And I guess they're trying to work it as a teaser to release. So they're working on an album, but it's not quite out yet. But this is one of the tracks I saw that maybe that might catch people's interest because I know we have a running theme of different ideas. So this is something might be kind of cool. But
Okay. Let's check it out. So this is Ariel Remix Full. Let's have a listen here.
sure.
with a great
Something
idea.
else.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tricky to explain that one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Robert, to walk us through like what is Ariel, and I was gonna say too when the whoever or whatever that was first said please, I thought that was you. It's talking. I didn't know what was going on. I heard just
Yeah,
please, and then I saw the word up on the monitor. Okay, that's not
yeah, that's the
Robert.
title.
That's the video.
Yeah, well, it's
So
interesting. They have
yeah,
it in both English and Japanese. Which was helpful. So
it's a cool video. So what is Ariel? Are they from Japan? Is it like game music or like give us some
uh,
more background on that?
they're like an indie artist, but they go by a different name. So this is one of their nicknames that they worked on, and they're a tech house producer, but they also do breakbeat. They also do
Hmm.
all sorts of different sounds they're inspired by. Better example would be like Jet Set Radio from Hideki Naganuma. That sound style. It goes back to the 90s, early 2000s. So it's like a
Okay.
little fusion of ideas. And the character, of course, being Miko Hitsune, Vocaloid, which you had an example of before.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I think it's really popular. Mitsune.
And
Yeah,
she's going to
yeah.
be in the next Sonic racing game, Crossworld. So there's a crossover
Okay.
of Sonic and
Yeah.
Vocaloid in the same game. So that'll be fun. There's even a song attached to that. I'll write about that later too. So that's why I
Okay.
brought this up because I think they have a hand in the game too. They're different ideas. It's a concept idea, but it's actually going to be a story. So monitoring's about this version of Miku who's visiting somebody, but they never leave their house. And the monitoring part is from the inside. We're seeing the camera viewpoint from the person, or it could be an AI. We don't know. And she's there, and then she never leaves. She's been there forever. It might be an old friend. We don't know. It's a little story that you through time where you see her dressed up and she has an eye patch, and then she has a bridal cap on her. Like, what the heck's happening? So
Wow.
there's time, passage of time, really. So she's there for a while, but she never uh, leaves that person alone because she really wants to talk to them. So who knows how long she's been there? But yeah,
Wild. Yeah.
it's a fun little concept video, and they're working on more stuff. So the neat thing with their ideas is that it mixes animation, not just that, but there's even another one they worked on where it deals like with there was a certain animation stuff from a long time ago that was used like in Star Wars and Transformers where they had like these kaleidoscopic lenses that would
Okay.
use the sound and visuals, kind of like 2001: A Space Odyssey, where it would
Wow.
bend the colors and the music together. So it actually be the music is actually an overlay, and it's all that in art form. So that's a better way to explain it. They're working on that too. That's why
Wow.
the cover art has a unique vibe for each song they release. So
So that animation, did they create that? Is that like taken from an existing Japanese anime series
he's a
clip?
friend of
Or?
theirs that's an animator that worked on it. Yeah,
So it was originally created. Wow.
yeah,
Well done.
they're
Yeah, and
doing
of course with
great
the
stuff.
Steve Aoki one too. And Marie Vaunt, again, you know, if you know of her, well, yeah, you're the one that you introduced me to that track. I saw that one too. She's from Japan. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony's from Australia, but he lives in near Nagano, Matsumoto, Japan. So it's Luna Shimanos get a lot in all our Jap. Well, you know, we have a huge Japanese following and base for
Sweet.
our Electrofans following. So tonight is Japan night, and also on the blog lately, it's been a mini Australian takeover. So
Oh,
before it was Argentinian with Akis Akis, and you're in Arizona, so we're going
hey,
worldwide, baby. So it's San Francisco to
happy
the
to
world.
celebrate. And happy I could bring
Great.
with Shinobi Art of Vengeance because when I heard about my friend T. Lopes working on it, he I share some other songs he's worked on in the past. Like there's a bit for Sonic Mania he did a long time ago. There's TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and now with Shinobi, that's the fusion style of way back when to now. So kind of like Arlo and like Marie Vaunt, her sound style is inspired by the past, bringing ideas back to the present. So there's like a really cool fusion of ideas coming back again. So
Yeah. Do you know actually that Marie Vaunt had another artist named actually Bobby
mhm.
Heavy Grinder
Yes,
back in
I
the
go way.
day,
That's
like
how I know her from
at
way
least
way
10,
back.
10, 15, 15, maybe 17 odd years ago. Yeah, she's been in the game for some time. Yeah.
I have one of her CDs, the first one she released. So
Bobby
I
Heavy
met her.
Grinder.
I
Yeah.
met her a long time ago. She's really nice.
She's coming
I
to
actually.
San Francisco. I'm really
Oh,
thinking that
nice.
next month I really ought to get myself over there. I should think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check out her show. I met
Yeah.
her a long time ago. She was attending gosh, I think it was one of the anime conventions I was helping volunteer,
Okay.
and I happened to meet her, and she was giving out these CDs, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll check it out. And when I listened to it, wrote back to her, I really loved it. And that was one of her first releases a long time ago. So I go way back.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And her sound style's changed a lot because when I first knew about her stuff, it kind of had like that, uh, like how Jess has kind of branched out the same way. Her sound style, same thing with the heavy grinder now, Marie Vaunt. Her music design has changed from uh, light bubbly to dark and melodic, and then there's more
Mm.
vocals involved because she usually doesn't sing, but she's been branching out and experimenting with stuff, and she's actually gotten more comfortable with her voice, and she tries to do different things. So she's kind of turned into Nine Inch Nails meets trance and hard techno. So
Wow.
that's why I was really surprised hearing her expand her ideas. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing with the current status quo, everything. You never know what's going to be coming next with AI and technology. And, you don't have to be a great singer. You don't even have to be a singer. You can have AI sing for you if you want to try to pull that off nowadays too. So,
That's the
and
basis for
I,
Hiko Hatsune. That's the whole concept was a made-up character, and people took it by storm and used ideas that what if you can make the song sing? That's what she is. She's the song, but also she's the performer. So it's a little bit of both.
hmm,
And she's an idol character, so that's another story altogether. But yeah, that's the
yeah,
as it's something else. Fascinating how it all comes together, yet still influences stuff to happen now. So which is neat.
yeah.
I should say another example would be a friend of mine named Shiro Beats who worked with VTuber Iron Mouse, and of course I wrote a couple of reviews of their songs and their whole album for Shiro Beats. But with Iron Mouse, she's this inspirational character who is also a singer. She's operatic, but
Oh,
her vocal
wow.
range can go from different genres, so she's not one thing. So, working with Shiro Beats, her little song she did was a K-pop tribute track, but her range can go from light to soft and deep. And,
Wow.
and Shiro Beats is working on another track with them soon that's not out yet, but they did a little video of it. But that's where the VTuber thing comes in. It's inspired by Miku Hatsune, bringing the cute side of things, but also the personality and others. So, and then voice actress friend of mine, Amelie, her Monarch character, that's when she released her album a couple of years back. She's working on something new with that too, kind of like same similar idea as Shiro Beats, like have a story, but with the song, but each track tells an overlay of where things are going next. So it's fun to experiment and see where they're coming up with. So I thought I'd share that little teaser.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Robert. Yeah. So we spun about 5 tracks or so, and that's kind of our show for today. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in to this is session 4 of Electrofans Listening Lounge. This should be up on our YouTube
And to many
next
more.
few days or so. And yeah, it's great, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you for our next listening lounge session on the flip side. Take care, everybody.